Hey guys, Jacob here. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the leaks that have been published. And yes, I've seen some of the messages you guys have sent me. I've also seen some of the images that were sent to me on Discord. And I've seen these posts all over YouTube on a few other channels. First, if you guys are new, welcome to the channel. I upload daily Division 2 content on stuff like build videos, vendor resets, and overall news on the game. Now, to get right into it, we're going to be talking about this post right here, which I have literally had multiple people talk to me about this morning, and before I was even up and awake, I had multiple messages about this. So thank you guys for sending this to me and letting me know right away as soon as I got up. But this is going to be pretty much potential leaks for year 3. Now, keep this in mind, these are leaks. These are not 100% confirmed by Massive, by Ubisoft, by Red Storm. This is all stuff that's just been leaked out there, and most of the stuff that was leaked for the Division 2, like year 1 stuff or year 2, it's a lot of the stuff has pretty much become true. I'm not saying that this is going to become true, but season 1, 2, 3, and 4, when all those tracks got leaked about all the targets, they didn't say what weapons we were going to be getting in those seasons, but they said what skill we were going to be getting and also what target we were going to be hunting, and those were true. So some of this stuff may be true, but keep this in mind, it also could change. Now, story content, similar to Warlords New York, how we hunted down Keener and his rogue cell, we'll be hunting down Natalia Sokolova in a group of 5 or 4. Number is tentative Elite Black Tusk Kill Squad. This is a fancy word for lieutenants. It's going to take a similar approach to Warlords New York and drop you into a new city, and this was not mentioned by the leaker. And to talk about that first, if you guys are not aware, Natalia Sokolova, which I've talked about multiple times now, is the pretty much manufacturer of the BTSU. You only hear her talk twice, if I remember correctly, in the game. I think you might see her in a few echoes, but directly in the game you hear her talk to Barton Schaefer, and that's literally about it, about the hunter still being active when you guys fight them in Coney Island. And I'm really excited to see this, if they do drop us into a new area, but I'm not really sure if it's going to be a new area. Maybe it'll just extend New York City, but we'll just have to wait and see if this is true. Now for the mechanics. This might be bittersweet for some of you, but yes, the level cap will be raised to 50. Not a big surprise. Most games that have expansions do this. So the gear you have collected now will be obsolete, apart from the exotics, as their blueprints will be dropped 1 week post-launch of the content. So your exotics will be able to upgrade to level 50, of course, but your gear is pretty much going to be useless. But now, hopefully, with optimization, and you guys have a lot of that stuff saved up, when you get a new piece, you'll be able to max that out pretty much almost instantly. New content will revamp the season's formula and add more events into the weekly track instead of repeating the similar events for 2 weeks. Events will overlap, however, to allow players to participate until the end of the manhunt. These new seasons will have hunters as manhunt targets, which will each be giving a new backpack trophy and a mask. Why hunters? Won't spoil it for you guys. This season will activate once the players are done with the main campaign of the DLC story. Now, I'm really excited to hear about this, if this is going to be the case. For one, hunters have been a very mysterious thing in the game for a very long time. They were in Division 1, they're in Division 2. There's not really a lot of information about them and where they came from and who they're associated with. We know Barton Schaefer had one up his sleeve and used it in Coney Island, and Kelso originally thought the hunter was potentially going after Schaefer, but nope, it's working with him. So that kind of also was leaked as well back when they had the seasons leaked, so a lot of people already knew. But the hunter ended up being or associated with the BTSU and fought against us. So I'm really excited to see if they're going to take this approach and give us more lore on the hunters. Now for the items and loot. Of course, there'll be a plethora of new weapons and a minimum of 10 exotics at the launch. More will be added within the upcoming updates. Now, obviously, of course, we're going to be getting exotics if it's going to be a new season, new year, or new expansion, of course. And this is the surprising additions, keeping every detail to a minimum, as we got Summit as a replayable mode for Warlords New York. We'll be getting 2 new modes for this update, which will be a survival-esque mode and a PvP-focused mode. And before you guys go absolutely ballistic, yes, that is, I did say survival-esque, style mode, so they potentially could be bringing back survival, which a lot of people have been wanting for a very long time now, and also a new PvP mode. And as much as I'd love to see these, hopefully they don't mess them up, but I'm really concerned the fact that a lot of their team is working on the new Star Wars game, and hopefully if they do decide to do this, they make it right and not screw it up. Now, will it be free? To make that, short as possible, no. I mean, it's an expansion. It's going to have more content, but it's going to probably cost you another $30. And for the disclaimer, for who posted this stuff, I'll publicize or talk about that as well. I have forwarded all these leaks as received and kept some uncertain things to myself, raid, exact loot changes, etc., to avoid causing too much stir in the community. I am neither an employee of Ubisoft nor I claim these leaks to be 100% true, but I can say one thing for sure, that we're in a wild ride for year 3 in the Division 2. Now, the guy said he doesn't work for Ubisoft and all this stuff, but I'm pretty sure there's more stuff here than they're not saying in the leaks, of course. There's going to be obviously probably gear tweaks and weapon tweaks and stuff like that, and a few more things thrown in here or there, like some new, game modes and, or not game modes, more, stuff on like the seasons, like we have the apparel events and also the global events. That stuff they're probably keeping hush-hush and they're not leaking it because they don't want to... To me, it's 50-50 for me, to be honest. After the video I published yesterday, as you guys will know, my year 3 expectations, and this is pretty much my year 3 expectations. This leak right here was exactly what I was thinking, what they were going to do. And there's nothing on here about DZs, which kind of concerns me, but if they're going to be giving us a new area, I could see them putting in 2 new Dark Zones, most likely, to make the PvP people happy, especially if they're going to be doing survival and if they're going to be doing some kind of PvP new game mode. Now, seeing all this also raises the question, yes, we could be getting new content, but when are we going to be getting new content? You may not see this content until somewhere around June or July. It may not even be published till June, and you may not see it until the middle of July being released. And hopefully they have State of the Game soon, and they talk about some of this stuff, because I know a lot of you guys are really getting bored out of your minds hearing nothing from the developers. They've been quiet. They haven't said anything. All they've said is, yes, we're going to be giving more content in the Division, but it's literally nothing. I know a lot of you guys are going to be playing new games. If I remember correctly, I think they give Outriders, which is a MMO-style game like the Division looter shooter. A lot of you guys are going to be going to that. I know a lot of people are going to be going to Back 4 Blood, which is basically Left 4 Dead 3. Halo eventually, when that comes out. The new Battlefield, which is supposed to be Battlefield 3 revamped, or Battlefield 6, basically, which is going to be Battlefield 3. They're going to make it in that modern style genre and basically be a reboot. So there's going to be a lot of games coming out that a lot of you guys are going to be playing. So hopefully in the future that they do publish some of the stuff, because just alone having survival in this would make me very happy and make a lot of players happy, because for one, it's very replayable, and if it has PvP in it as well and PvE, then I could see a ton of players coming back to this game and playing it. And if you add a new expansion on top of that with new exotics, a new area to explore, and also new Dark Zones and a new PvP game mode that's a lot of fun, then you potentially could regain a large portion of your player base. But overall, that's me about it, guys. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you subscribe for more Division 2 content, and please let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about the leaks and what you expect to see in year 3 and when you expect to see it.